Hello everyone, Napaz Tricks here with a game that hopefully needs no introduction, Final Fantasy VII, where we ask the question, can you beat the entire game by only using green magic materia and with no items? The rules are simple for this one. I can only equip and use green materia. I cannot use any other materia types nor have them equipped, so no steal or enemy skill. I cannot use any of the commands in battle except for change, order and defend, though I only really used change once and defend twice. I cannot use items in or outside of combat except for quests and interactions, so no sources or tents either. I can, however, equip weapons, armour and accessories as I please. A minimal amount of glitches, but my materia setup already makes many impossible to do. I say minimal, as many people can argue certain points of the game are glitched. Forced actions and statuses are fine. If I am berserked or confused, we will have to live with whatever those do. Now, with the rules out of the way, let us begin. If you want to see the whole run, you can go to the link in the description to find it all on my Twitch. We start off as normal, jumping off a train and running into security. This is one of the few non-boss fights that are mandatory, but they go down in a couple of casts easy enough. Inky indeed, it looks all smooth, doesn't it? And now to never fight anything ever again. I tried to rename Cloud, but pressing delete resets the cursor to confirm, so we are now Clow. What? I pressed delete and it went down. I guess we're Clow. Okay. Clow, eh? What kind of name's that? I sneeze and name Barret as Barre, and then we run all the way to the boss, running from all battles in the way. Guard Scorpion is the tutorial boss, and so is very easy, like a lot of the first half of this game. Some of its turns are wasted scanning, while its counterattack can be easily ignored. I'll let you see the fight in its entirety. It's not doing a memory cursor, or at least it doesn't do memory on defend, I guess. Everything looks so smooth. Oops, raising its tail, let's bolt it. Jeez, that text speed was a lot quicker than I was thinking it was going to be with 60 FPS. I might need to lower the battle's message speeds for 60 FPS. Or the battle message speed, not the battle speed. How you doing today, boys? What's on the agendas? Or the bi-genders? Work, work. I can't get no sleep. Deep Rock Galactic, getting in deep with your Moshi Nagurg. We'll see how close I'm going to be on my MP. Do you remember how much MP you had left when you did this night? You had just enough. Coming down to the wire! Nothing that unusual, to be honest. Your sleep schedule has always been a mess. Mine was a mess. I fixed it, and then it fucked itself. I had one cast to spare. Close, but I'm not scared just yet. We make our way to our next party member. I bite my tongue and forever call her Tif. With not enough murders of hundreds of people via explosions, we got to do it again. I grind in the train yard for a bit of gil so my party is full of the green good stuff and head out. Fleeing from all battles, we make it to the next boss, Airbuster. Sadly, the tactic of dealing massive damage to his rear does not come into play, because as far as I can tell, magic does not get the multiplier for back attacks. For Airbuster, it is normally 5 times damage. 25-year-old engine running upscaled assets on top of a bunch of other stuff the game wasn't coded for, if that makes sense, including the 60 FPS mod. Nah, it's Suna's fault. I'm gonna private message him complaining everything. How dare you town attack me? It's unacceptable. Ooh, lucky miss. Well then, he isn't really looking at where he's firing, so I guess he would miss. Gonna use Cloud to heal Tif. Because then he won't get countered. Big bomb is out of ammo. I can see that often. Normally I kill it with one bloody Braver to the back. Program 2, Operation. Okami HD. Been a while since I've heard anyone talk about Okami. Miss. Stop shooting me with your rear. Can't turn anymore. Sucks to be you. Been trying to force 60 FPS in some games the past year. Akami and Type 0. Type 0 was tasting upon the wonderful ramen bowl, but also spilling the broth all over the table. We take some deaths along the way, but win in the end. We fall to our death, we survive, my face is so numb I call the next member Aeristh. Running away from the hired guns, we make our way to the flower girl's house and sneak out. This whole debacle has made me realise we need to become a woman too. Outfit done, we get picked by Don because I don't want to deal with the gangbang in the side room. We answer correctly and fall into the sewer. Pick up the girls, then fight Apps. Apps is a strange one, he mostly kills himself, with a few bolts here or there, and he goes down no issues. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Oh, the hands today? The itching is bad for you today? They're fine today, I've not had any itches on them. They've mostly been recovering, thankfully. I've got more of the fucking itching on my neck than anything. Look at that neck! Easy peasy. Apps down, we work through the graveyard, climb a tower, and fight Reno. I'm pretty sure Reno is resistant to lightning. Doesn't matter either way. Probably check with Barret. He did like, what, 84? Yeah, he takes half damage from lightning. Wow, he really does not like Barret. That's all, folks. Reno was easy. Who would have guessed that? With the plate destroyed, we're on a revenge mission as well as one to stop the polluted mines of Shinra. Climbing their tower, we reach another boss in the form of Sample H0512. If not before we rename Nanaki to Nanak, as I stub my toe on my table. Don't even get to affect his equipment. He's in the front, isn't he? Yeah. turn off all because I'm not allowed to use it. Just have to make sure I have HP. Easy peasy. Need a few heals.
Easy peasy indeed, past Napaz. What might not be so easy is the next gauntlet of bosses with little healing between. First up are the elevator fights.
Really messed around with Maelstrom Randomizer and had a bit of cast the end on you. Lovely. I watched somebody else play a randomizer for FFA. I don't know if it was Maelstrom or what, but they had a T-Rex replace one of the normal enemies outside of Balam. There is a T-Rex outside of Balam anyway, but it had some high-end magic that instantly just killed the guy. Then he dropped his run, so I never got toward the end of that. The victor is me. But wait, there's more! This is some of the smoothest you've seen FF7, looks great. I mean, I've got the Arisen Battle Arenas, so they look a bit nicer. And the 60 FPS mod. Phase 2.
At the body blow. Hey, Gordo. Not 20,000 FPS. I mean, if I go to the main menu where it's a still image, I can get you 20 FPS, you just wouldn't see it. About half my MP for that. Another mid.
About half my MP, indeed. Don't worry, the run does get a bit harder as we get out of Midgar. But before we do that, let us take down the newly appointed president.
I lied. I apologize. Second proc. Lovely. Heal after this. Two tries for both. That's all for today. Guard source I can't even use.
Sadly, no guard sources, or any other sources for that matter. With the president dead, we have a lovely little cutscene as we drive across the highways. However, the highway is not completed, and eventually we're going to have to deal with the construction workers.
Now we're all in the back row. He's a fire in his flamethrower. Speedy Gonzalez. Oof. Oh no. It's fine. The victor is me. Are you happy now, Nick? I'm getting out Midgar.
Leaving Midgar, the world is our oyster. However, Final Fantasy VII, as well as many other Final Fantasies, are very adept at hiding their linearity. We have pretty much one path ahead of us, and we're not allowed to deviate unless we glitch through the mountains. So, off to Calm, skip the flashback, and then we're going to have some fun with a snake in the river. And this is how we got past it. If you hug the wall here, you can have the Zolan bounce off of it, follow its tail, on through into the caves ahead. With the Zolan dealt with, the caves explored, and then a mini-game at Fort Condor, we eventually make our way to the next boss, Bottom Swell. Actually, I mean Yuffie. Yuffie's a boss, right? We get Yuffie now.
Have I had lunch? Yes, I did. It's kind of hard to not have lunch when I also have a cat who needs feeding. The victor is me. Is it the same interaction, or does she say something new? Same interaction.
One of the reasons we're getting Yuffie is, well, kind of a oversight and poor planning on my part. Because for the mechanics of the Bizarro Sephiroth fight, we're going to be at such a high level that we're basically going to have a two-party fight with Bizarro. So, that means we're allowed either Yuffie or Vincent in our party. If we get both, we're going to have a three-party fight. And I didn't want to have to finagle our MP like that. I chose Yuffie because ahead of time, we won't have to deal with the Turks fight in the Midgar Raid. However, there was a resting point you could use in the Shinra Tower that I could have used, so in the end, I kind of would have gone for Vincent if I had planned that ahead of time. I cough a little too much and I call Yuffie Yuffie, but, you know, you can't pronounce the E. Through all this time, we go over to the next city and we have our next boss fight with Bottom Swell.
Bottom Swell? Yep, that sounds about right. Bottom Swell. And it did not give me a heal. Ooh, lucky. Lucky poison. What's the guess for any of its weaknesses? Does not seem to have one. It's probably going to be immune to Quake because it's floating. Now to open the disc tray and let the HP tick down. That only works with region, not poison. I'm pretty sure. But we can... Oh! Gonna have to help her. That I am. Of course, it has a different hit marker. God damn. There we go. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, he's just thinking about it. You've already told me it's Deep Rock Galactic tonight, Snipe. Stop telling me. You just want to tease me that we're not going to be playing anything else together. Stop rubbing it in and rub it out. Let's see if it actually is immune to Quake. I'm gonna guess it is. Yep. Unless that was just the very low chance of missing, but I'm pretty sure it's just immune. We'll try again, but... yeah, it's just immune. Do it again now. Can't possibly get 3 times in a row for the missed chance, right? Oh, yeah, confirmed. It's immune to, Quake. And also, if I need the MP for this fight, because he's dead now, I'm pretty sure. Yep. But what if... Aeristh! Money! With Boxwell done, we are now on our way to move through Junon proper. We do the lovely little parade things here and there, and eventually get the weapon reward for doing a spinny little gun sword. Wait, that's a gun blade! And then we move on to the ship. Moving through the ship, nothing really changes at all until we come up to Jenova Birth. She immune to poison? She is immune to poison. I also missed the first time, because that did 0. Would you stop? Jesus, woman! Gas, 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 she's gonna give me some gas tonight. Stop! Hammer time! I'm glad they did it on Barret. He's the weakest magic-wise. Stop! Jesus. Again with this shit. Oh, Barret's back. It's a family heirloom. He's really impressed with me. Bailing. You'd think for something called W laser it would only attack twice, but I guess it's attacking 3 times because there's 3 lines. Because W item is only twice. It's gonna stop. Here we go. Oh, should have did it twice then. Two tail lasers. 2. On how Earth would be like if Jenova crashed into it. Would we all die or be able to beat her? We'd probably be able to beat her. Our technology is far beyond this world, as well as also behind. Like, our munitions are much better than this world, outside of any sort of magic weapons they use. Maybe we'd go the path of Hojo and use Jenova as an experiment for super soldiers? Possibly. I mean, wherever it landed, they'd want to keep it secret. Keep it hidden, keep it safe. Oh boy, here it comes. Oh, just the once that time. W laser means nothing for what it does. She's having a long think about her next move. She was just charging up for a round of W lasers. It landed in the deepest part of the North Pole, like in 7. If it landed in the North Pole, it'd be very hard to excavate it out. We'd be able to. But be a mad dash for whoever gets there first. Victor is me. I didn't have a whole lot of MP left. Getting kind of low. Look at that, 128 AP for Clou. Gonna act like gaming Twitter. You see 0 difference with 60 FPS. It's a lie. Alright. Frames are just lies. And you know what? It's real hot in this generator room, engine room, so I think I'll just gonna leave. It's way too hot for me to stay in here. Come on, guys, before we burn out, just leave.
As you can see thus far, I've not really put in any death screens or failures. That's because we've not really hit any sort of wall, and I'm doubtful we're ever going to. With Jenova Birth down, we have a lovely stroll through the mountains, go through a lovely desolate town, and go off to a theme park. Lovely rides and fun to be had, even getting a new party member. However, I don't think Ketchi really is fitting for him. Fitting. Cai Sit, there we go. Cai sits down. With a new party member in tow, he does the wonderful thing of running away from the police. We get arrested, thrown into jail, and got to fight a man with an arm for a gun. A gun for an arm. One of the other things that, yeah.
Don't take that standing up, sit down. Beautiful! Now, what's the guess this fella is immune to Mini? There's gonna be no real way for me to tell. Because it's not saying miss or immune, but I don't think anything says immune, it just says miss if they're immune. Or 0 in the case of, like, poison. Now, going forward from this fella, it's pretty much just a poison game. Not many bosses are immune to poison. I think there's like 2 variants of Jenova that are. And also Gina Tark, just because he's undead. Pretty sure he's just straight up immune to poison because of that. I'm gonna guess this fella is just gonna be immune to Mini as a boss. So I have no clue what the percentage chance from Mini is. I hardly ever use it, just because I can't use on many bosses from memory. And why would I Mini someone when I could just kill them, really? This is gonna be my last cast, because I'm just gonna need NP for Cure. But I'm going to say he's immune to Mini. This is a great strat to be using regen, but I just don't have it. I've got to have regen for a long time since it's the 3rd level of restore. And he's down! The MP was not really reflective of how much I really had because I was spamming Mini.
With Dine having dined, we are now able to have a lovely little chocobo race to win our freedom. I have no idea how they work with their laws around here, but I guess they're not part of Shinra, so I guess, you know, race chickens, you get to leave jail.
Outside of jail, we get a lovely little buggy, so now we can go to and fro on the deserts. That's never going to come into play, but what will come into play is that we can now cross very shallow rivers. This allows us to get to Gongaga.
Me? Gongaga.
And have a lovely little rematch with Reno and his new buddy Rude, who is nothing but polite. Time for poisoning. I don't think these furs can be put to sleep. Oh, he can be put to sleep. Lovely. Does Bio wake him up? It does not. Well then, I have found the cheese. Wonderful. And 2 first day procs of Bio. Pretty sure sleep is a timer as well, though. It is indeed. Seriously strong cheddar, just how I like it. Wunderbar. And I'm immune to fire, buddy. Come on, take a nap. You deserve some time off. Don't be doing that now. Good, normal magic doesn't wake him up either. Back to sleep with you. Take a day off. Goodbye, Mr. Rude. It was a pleasure as always. Goodbye, Reno. Easy as a slice of cheese. That's a lovely bounty of AP right there. Reno and Rude falls to the lovely cheese tactic of poison plus sleep. Die in your sleep if there ever was a term for it. Leaving Gongaga, we make our way across the plains, fields, and then the mountains, making sure to stop our buggy just before Cosmo Canyon so it doesn't break down, because we just want to have a look around, see what's around. There's some shops, there's an inn, here's the Nanak's grandfather, and oh look, a boss. I could even kill these with magic. Well, if he's using that one, no. Where's my Ice 2 gonna go? On the other one? Oh good, he put it on Cloud. He's gonna do no damage to me. Yeah, they have one. He heals way too much for me to be able to kill it, I think. I need everyone barraging it if I wanted to kill it. And that's double what it's doing, almost. Well, no killing the flame for me. If everyone had ice too, I could probably have done it. Now. He's undead. I'm doubtful he can be poisoned. I was just healing him. Healing does more than that. Nope, just misses, so cannot be poisoned. Don't drain me! Can you be minied? Oh, there's a Nanak gone. Pretty sure he's the one who has the revived materia. That he was. I hope nobody else dies. I wonder what those flames are meant to represent, if they are. Burn, baby, burn. Always going to be close on the healing for Cai Sit. And now he is sitting. Wonder why he's not using that to take over Clou. This is going to be another close heal for Cai Sit. Should be fine for this, it's only like 100. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to have enough MP for this. I should definitely with Nanak in another run, but should be close. What if you could cast a regen on him? You need so much AP to get regen at this point, though. Aspil, that's IMP, isn't it? Fuck. Well, Cai Sit, you got this, right? Yes, he does. All that AP missing on those things for Nanak.
As I am unable to use items, I cannot use a Phoenix down on G in attack. Though I was able to kill him with relative ease, it was a longer fight than usual. Getting out of Cosmo Canyon, our non-destroyed buggy has been non-repaired, and we make our way northways. The map is kind of a bit weird, especially when you get the compilation into things. However, we are able to get to Nibelheim, however you want to pronounce that place's name. Do a little bit of side questing here and there. And go to the lovely safe.
It's so finicky to do that with a controller, because it just auto-plays for a lot of it. Pain. Major pain. Not a good proc there. So close to needing to have to use Cure 2. Really hope he can be put to sleep. He might be immune, so he didn't say miss. In this case, can I confuse you? I think he's immune to that as well. There we go. He shouldn't split now. As long as I don't do magic damage to this. But he's just immune to everything. Indeed, immune to everything. He loses 218 health, so very close to what my magic can deal. Just a game of healing now. Just heal after any attack because his Bolt 2 is quite painful. I'm only doing this poison thing because Lost Number can change. Here's Lost Number, isn't he? Yeah, Lost Number. Because if you do so much magic damage, he goes into his magic phase where he gets a hell of a lot of defense against magic. Same as if you're doing attacking, he gets a hell of a lot of defense against physical attacks. This way, it's not triggering either physical or magic, because it's a damage over time effect. Don't know what they class those as in their code. Does this for a lot of different enemies, like Zolom never goes into his upright phase. You won't trigger, I think it's Trine from Materia Keeper. Also doesn't proc anything on a bomb, but I don't know if you could poison the bombs, because I've never tried. Probably can. Basically anything with a counter or something that goes off of attacks doesn't go with poison. There we go. Pretty easy Lost Number. There is Nanaki's thing. Sadly, that key is a bit too small for me to pick up. I'll just break it.
Lost Number, yet another number to add to the group of bosses we kill with poison strats. We mostly went with poisons that he did not change into his different forms, meaning that our magic was able to go all the way through towards the end. We, as stated before, are not getting Vincent, and so he gets to have a lovely little nap in his coffin to await for Dirge Cerberus. Leaving Nibelheim behind, we go through the mountains and on to the next boss. Another boss that would have been lovely to get an enemy skill from, just like the Zolom, but instead he also is going to have a lovely bit of sniffles.
Again, another boss that we're going to poison cheese. Into that. Be great if you could mini this guy. He's very physical except for Trine. There it is. Need to sleep. Can't demi him, surely. Is this gonna heal him? Nope. Alright, just a curing game now. Oh, dangerous crit. If that would crit, that would be about 650. That should still survive if that did. Nice. Two misses in a row. Go for free? Ah. If I can do 381, a crit could kill Cai Sit. Down he goes.
Poison working yet again in our favour, Materia Keeper goes down. Leaving the mountains, we go to the next area where we do a little bit of grinding, but just for kill, just so we can get earrings for the entire party. Before we head off to have a chat with Palmer.
I keep thinking he has two people with him because of bloody Nufret.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, you big fat man.
He doesn't want to go to sleep. Can he be minied? Can he be confused? Nope, looks like he is immune to everything. Really wish it would just say immune. He demied. Probably not. Nope. No fun allowed. Oh boy, that damage. Pretty sure this means he's immune. It's just putting fat in your drink. Fair enough. What a sad boss fight. Doesn't deserve this music. Eh. We don't even get to kill him. He becomes roadkill instead. He toaded. It'd be funny if you could turn him into Toad. Nope. He's immune to everything besides poison. Does he die here? Is it confirmed? Pass. I guess that we're going to use that truck to take the tiny Bronco. Because why else would the truck just come into the backyard?
Who would have guessed that Palmer is still a pushover? With Palmer also dying to poison strats, we get the High Winds pilot himself, Sai. Apparently he lost his D somewhere, possibly in the previous launch.
With the tiny Bronco in our possession, we can now go back to previous locations, buy some items, and the lot. We did have a little try at doing Wutai right now, however, our stats are a bit too low to really be dealing with that. The actual first loss I had in this run, though I didn't have too much hopes in the way of getting through Wutai, mainly due to it being just appearing, and my materials not being at a level where I can smuggle in good ones. And yes, you can smuggle in materia to Wutai, you just need 48 or so of something in a high list. You can find the forum posts about it, but it's not too difficult. I just bought a load of restores. With everything all cleared up, we head onto the Temple of the Ancients. Through here, we are able to gather up some items, have a lovely little time with the clock puzzle. A weird conundrum that we're facing was that I was falling on the clock when the second hand was nowhere near me. I was eventually able to discover it was due to the 60 FPS mod I was using. Turning that off when I was going through the clock area sorted that issue. And going through here, we come up to yet another boss that is getting quite the spanking.
It is not me, it is Jenova.
I do have slow, lovely. Probably can't be demied. Nope. Probably cannot be minied. Nope. Red Dragon Breath. Arr. Probably cannot be confused. Nope. It's poison and sleep, I suppose. You have returned. Give him back. It's not yours, he's ours. Return what you have stolen. He cannot be slept. Thought thou Snipes his line? No, I always say it. Unless Snipes is stealing my joke. And I'm gonna have to go all Zoidberg on his ass if so. A crit would kill Aeristh. I think the dragon has a high crit rate. I just remember it critting a lot. Don't know if it's higher, but I've just been very unlucky in the past. He has a long wind-up for his actions. He just stands there for like 2 seconds before his animation plays. The victor is me, but that is the easy fight. It's our line, Napas. Alright, comrade. Dragon omelette. Yum, yum, yum. If only there was a better reward than the dragon omelette for that fight. But that's all he gives. Sage. Poison, poison, poison. It is my solution to many a thing. Red Dragon down, we make sure our party is set up for the next boss. Moving towards the exit of the Temple of the Ancients, we... Wait. What's that knocking sound? Is it just... What the fuck?! Oh no. Why's my magic doing so little damage? Why is he not done? Ah! I'm dead. Yeah, here we are. The literal wall of the run. Demon's Gate. With a lovely 10k HP, this man has the highest magic defense at 480. For reference, the final boss has around 200. This is the time where I actually start to do some grinding, mostly for the experience and AP. Doing a bit of calculations, I had nowhere near the amount of damage output for how much MP I had to even take down Demon's Gate. I would have loved to go through this challenge without any grinding of any sort, but I did need gil here and there, so I accepted that, and coming down to Demon's Gate, the maths just wasn't on my side. And so, we put on a few pounds and a few levels, and eventually we went back in. Demon's Gate did defeat us a few more times, making it even more of a nail on the head to say, hey, use something else aside from magic. However, we finally had this run, level 3 spam. I think I have enough MP to use them all. A bit more. First off, everybody shall haste themselves. Wow, starting the fight off with a trash double rock. Super early, couldn't sleep. That's a damn shame, my friend. I have similar issues with my own sleep patterns. I know the woes. You, mine, good sir. Yes, just cure to be safe. Your Tears of the Kingdom stuff all shipped though, so you are Lepornus. Yay, I guess. Hope you have fun in the land of Hyrule, if that's what they still call it in Breath of the Wild. I don't recall them ever saying the name. They probably do, but I kind of blocked memories of that game out of my head. Oops, just moving forward, that's fine. Normally, this fella does not use MP for his attacks. So I can't even wait out anything from him. Wouldn't want to anyway, just because I can't poison him, so there's no waiting out anything. How we're looking... Oh, he just skipped a turn. He's rushing us. not Frenching us. Just throwing the round of heals. When a new Switch comes in, you already have your old Switch sold off, so at least you'll get most of your money back. Lovely jubbly. Did you get a Tears of the Kingdom Switch then in that case? Or are you just getting a... There's no Switch Pro or anything, because I think they said they're not even bringing that out this year or whatever. So I take it you just got a Zelda case Switch. Limited edition, whatever they call it and stuff. You did with the collector's edition of the game, and the Pro controller that goes along with it. Fancy! I was tempted to get the Let's Go EV controller, but I eventually just had... I do have the Let's Go EV Switch, but I got a Pro controller that's just black and white. Oh, don't do it again. Do not, thank you. You just missed the talk earlier, Nick, that Snipes is thinking he's going to throw in Octopath into his list of non-RPGs to play. Alright, see you in a bit, Nick. You can think over that thought whilst you're gone. Nick has gone full in with the Zelba. It's up to him. I'm pretty sure he knows I do not like Breath of the Wild. Sorry, I'm not getting Tears of the Kingdom. Unless Arco forces it upon me, and then I might not even... If Tears of the Kingdom has the same mechanic in Breath of the Wild where you can just rush to the boss, I might just do that. Looking at his health and my MP and Cai Sit, I can do it with level 3s. So it's a lot quicker to get through it this time. One more, I think even a double cast will work, but let's heal up Cai Sit. Please do not do a double. Okay, he's good. I was lucky. I only had one double in this fight. Save some MP just in case anything happens, but just fire 2. That should kill him. Yep. There we go. Both levels and throwing on some more materia for MP sees me through. Geiger's Armlet. Demon's Gate down, we can finally say goodbye to one of our party members and say hello to the wealth of options at our feet, as when we complete the temple, several things open up to us. As stated before, I buy up quite a few materia, just so I can have some spare in my pocket when Yuffie steals it, and we have a return visit to Wutai. Filling up the rest of the slot with some more items from chests that we can't use, some materia we can't use, we eventually head towards the mountain to have a repeat fight with Raps. Can't get no sleep. We are going to go with level 3s. See where that gets us. And is he weak to any particular one of these? Doesn't particularly seem like it. Who you airing? Glued. Blue doing all the damage. I guess currently with this setup, Clou just has all of the magic. And he does have plus 10 mirroring because Cai Sit has the sprint shoes. There we go. Much easier. Wraps down, we also have a lovely gauntlet fight through the Pagoda. Again, a place with hardly any items that we can use. VII has good chance of poisoning them if they can be. So slow to act. Did they miss? Yeah, they missed. I was like, I'm pretty sure Ribbon does not stop gravity. Oh, I probably would want a Dispel then in that case. Well, he's poisoned. Let's see if he can be put to sleep. He is immune. I want to have Dispel in that case, because I can't do anything to him. I just gotta wait it out. Take a deeper just to throw it away. He's already used his MP. Well, I guess he's gonna poison to death, because Region isn't forever. Stop caring about that. Superior ad blocker built into it kept you. Fair enough. I remember whenever you were talking about it, you always brought up the payback for it. Yuffie's animations look so sluggish in 30 FPS mode. An errant crit would kill me, so I'm sure I'm above 700. Brave as Ace, you can use it on your PC and phone. You can do the same with Chrome. Oh, you're just saying you that's what you use on both, not that you can. Okay. Gonna go sleep. Probably gonna have to sleep after every fight of this. Speed! Just realised that Yuffie has leaked HP. Bio-free is so expensive. Even more so when it doesn't proc. How dare? Lovely jubbly. Just gonna go back to normal bikes. I don't really have enough MP leeway. Come on, fella, get poisoned. Get the feeling that Rage Bomb is meant to be a counter. Also getting the feeling this fella is immune to the poison status. How many times I've tried, it does seem like he is immune to it. Not immune to the damage type, just immune to the status, which is annoying. There it is, finally. I don't think you can be resistant to the status, it just has a % chance to work. So that was just a lot of bad rolls. I'm pretty sure Bio-free is like 66% chance of inflicting it. Now, let us check if he is immune to sleep. He is immune to sleep. But how much MP I was wasting on Bio-free, I might not have enough to heal through this. Alright, got it through. Very low on MP though. Oh, there's a mastered poison. Sacred magic. Magic change. Yeah, this is the one I'm thinking of. Should they have Dispel? Because the only thing they'd be getting rid of is haste. They're slow to act, but then the last person was speed. Wow. First proc. Goddamn. That is Fury or Berserk. Either way, it did no damage. Let's see if you can be put to sleep. They are immune to sleep. What about silence as the magic man? They're immune to silence. Alright. Just gotta wait it out. I do have plenty of stuff left, so let's also throw in a fire. I guess they're just gonna keep trying statuses even though I'm immune. Good thing I did this after Temple of the Ancients, just so I had that ribbon for this fella. Lovely dodge in the absorb. Don't know if that would have been HP or MP. It is HP. Much easier. Only because of the early poison proc. Ooh. Weapon change! Throw all the grenades. Getting lucky this time. And haste lets me have 2 turns for his 1. Wonderful state of affairs. Lovely. 3rd time's charm. And unless he pulls anything out of the woodwork, I should be fine to just spam 5-3 on him now. I could also check if he's immune to sleep. He is immune to sleep. Just heal in case he has a different mechanic for critting. There's more than 2 times or whatever. He may also just have an attack that does more and he may crit with it. Easy peasy. A boiling elixir I'm not allowed to use. Omni change. Omni man. He missed. Wonderful. It's very fast as well. That's red. That should be HP. Indeed. Great luck there. Oh no, this is gonna hurt. Less than I thought it would. That's Trine is lightning based. I think the armlet does that. It's fire, ice, and lightning, pretty sure. Oh boy! Demi-painful. He's not giving me any chance to cast Sleeple on him. Let's see how much this does. It still misses. Is that meant to be a status effect or something then? Because it would not say miss since I'm immune. He is immune to sleep. Let's see about silence. He's immune to silence. So whoever told you that he could be slept, they lied. That's raging on myself. I'm immune, old man. That's a lot of damage, but then he's taken 312 from a 32nd of his health. So he does have a lot of health. What are you doing? Oh, you're healing. Should be fine to keep going. This will be my last fire free. Otherwise, I just have to wait out the poison ticks, and hopefully he doesn't have... Hopefully he runs out of MP and not keep healing himself. Because that is a spell, as far as I can tell, so he should run out of MP using it. Only other thing would be casting Reflect on him, so he heals me. It was a good shout to have that ribbon equipped. I get the feeling that Beast Sword is just his physical attack, but everything else is a spell. So he should run out of MP with everything else. He's not healed in a while though, so I am doing more damage than what he's healing. There we go. All that experience, and now I'm never going to use her. All creation, which I also won't use. Heading up north, we go to Bone Town, Daddy, and dig up a lovely little item to allow us to go through the forest. Moving through the City of the Ancients. I always call it the City of the Ancients, but who knows how people call it themselves. Getting a few items here and there, most of the things that we cannot use, we're able to go down to the final area where Aeristh decides she no longer wants to be a flower girl and wants to hand out kebabs instead. Oh no! Oh no! Who do I even have with Dispel right now? There we go. Get rid of that reflect. Oh, it doesn't reflect status? Just one it did. Ah, of course you use that after I fucking use Ice Free. Means Cai Sit is dead, yeah? Or is he gonna survive? He survives. Can Comet even be reflected? I don't think it can. Well, let's try. Comet can't be reflected. It's like they gave me it in ahead of time. A winner is me! Jenova Life down, we remove the life of one of our party members and have a little hole left where she used to be. Anyway, Disc 2 starts right off as we leave the tomb of Aeristh, laying a lovely kebab atop the tombstone. That's going to be a bit soggy in the lake we put her in. Moving through snowy mountains, we made sure to pick up some items along the way, and through the mountains themselves had a lovely little dance with dragons. You thought I was going to say Shizo. We fought the dragons here to get their armlets for later, as I had the idea that their elemental resistances was going to come into play a bit more than they actually did, so it was kind of pointless me doing this. But anyway, we had a bit of grinding in there, mostly just for the armlets, so I only fought about 3 of them, and then we went off to fight Shizo. We'll see if you're correct with Comet hitting several segmented enemies. There is no AoE. You said Comet 2? Did you? I thought you said it was for Comet 1. Okay, we'll have to see in case of Comet 2 then. But I don't think it'll do it for Comet 2 either, because they're just random opponent hits. It's gonna be a long time until I get Comet 2. You'll have to remind me to check it whenever we get it. How did Yuffie Cyclop go? Easily. I barely got a third of my MP done. Maybe slowed. I was also able to do the Pagoda relatively fine. I just needed to go rest after each fight. Over this thing dies, I'm gonna have to cure her. Seems to be still alive. I'm low on MP for Comet. 10k per head. This head has more than 10k. I'm pretty sure that was more than 10k I dealt. Because Comet is 70. Do 10, be up to like 400s. I'm pretty sure I used more than that. Who knows? Fuck. I did not mean to do that on Tif. Welp. I was just making sure she was paying attention, yeah? Oh wow, 3 attacks in a row? How rude. Please target Tif. Why can't I? There we go. He has quite the belly on him, doesn't he? Leave Cai Sit alone. Rocking a dad bod, nothing wrong with that. You can see the difference in magic stat playing here. Tif's in 200s, Cai Sit's in 300s, and Flowers almost in 400s. I guess he just does that one to everyone as a part of a script. Tif may die from the final hit. Oh, she's good. Maybe it's a replacement for the AoE dual breath attacks. Maybe, maybe. Cloud's out of MP, but I did spend a lot of his on meteors that crashed through the mountain. There's Death Attack. Cai Sit may be dead. Hope he lives. With Shizo dead, though it was a bit closer than some other fights, I can see the impact my grinding for the Temple of the Ancients is having on the rest of the run. Moving through, I have been keeping Tif in the party for quite some time, as I knew she was going to be a forced party member through this segment. Trying to get through the Whirlwind Maze. I said trying to get... God damn these wins. Finally, we get through that, and now we can have a boss fight that I die to. Alright. Let's get through the wind. Get through the wind. Here we go. And we get through it. Lovely. Let us see if she can even be slowed. She can be slowed, okay. That'll help a bit with her silencing. Guess we'll just go with Quake until it wins. Ended up being a story we laughed about to this day. 15 years ago. Sounds about right for my tabletop playing as well. I am old, man. Find a chosen one. The kid's parents have to have been murdered by something powerful. That's step one. Not always. The only things that the astrologer knows is that the chosen one is an orphan and that she will find it. She doesn't know where it is. Just know that when she finds it, she finds it. There's a child where your parents murdered? No, she just asks if they're an orphan. If they ask what an orphan is, she explains you have no parents. Been trying to make something happen with Vampire the Masquerade, online at least. No one plays tabletop over here. Yeah. Most people I played tabletop with are no longer nearby, so all of my sessions are online via Roll20. I do feel like going back to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines at some point, but such a investment into it. I would like to go back to my list again, but But some people decided they wanted to play this, so it made me want to play it. People having far more responsibilities than when we were kiddos, like having kiddos of their own. Sadly, I do not have that burden. Wouldn't mind learning Pathfinder, but 5e is just something your entire group knows, so you don't change. It's understandable. I've branched out a few times. Played Starfinder for a bit, but our GM stopped playing, and I'm not confident enough to run Starfinder myself. I'm not too overly interested in it, so I don't really have much enjoyment out of space stuff. Played a few games of Mutants and Masterminds, but it's such a heavy amount of work on the GM side because there's no real monster compendium you can pull out. It's a lot of stuff to just make on the fly or make stuff up. Bookafoo is always nice, but since it has a lot to do with roleplay, investigation, and whatnot, and not so overly combat orientated, a lot of people I play with aren't too interested in it. If those Gloomhaven sessions are anything to go by, completely understandable though. We've stopped Gloomhaven, if you haven't been told. It was just not ending up to be a good video game to play. The video game has designs that are ass backwards and asinine just to have simulation of difficulty, but it's not difficulty, it's annoyance. I would say give it time for it to fill in the cracks, but it's been out for a while now, so I don't think they're even going to bother, or they're fine with how it is designed. Hey, Bronth, I'm in the same boat as you. Please don't tip it over. Was it on early access? Gloomhaven? I'm pretty sure it's fully released. You'd have to check Steam. I'm pretty sure it's fully released. £9 made on Vinted. All the money. But Gloomhaven is essentially... It's very close to what you would normally play in a tabletop game. You have a group of characters you control. You can do co-ops, everyone has their own character. And you choose a dungeon to go to and clear it out. But your health and your actions are designated by cards. So every card you have is 1 health. And some cards get burnt when they're used, so you cannot reuse them. So say you have 10 cards, you use all your cards, you then have to burn 1 to get your cards back, so you have 9. Every time you do that, it goes down, so 8, 7, whatever. If you take damage, you have a health pool, but if you die, you have to burn a card to not take the damage, essentially. So it is all about card management and having enough to get through a dungeon. But the dungeons are designed in such a way that it's so close to the wire, even on the easiest difficulty that they added after the fact, that you're still going to have possibly 1 person who's lost all their cards, and 2 people that have 1 or 2 cards between them, and you win. It's not designed to be a sail-through thing. You've got to know what everything your character does and what everything everyone else can do to coordinate. Or just don't have fun. It's way too much to get around to actually play the game. And it also scales with your level, so you cannot level grind to make it too much easier. You can still get like more gear and whatnot, so it is slightly easier, but not in a normal grinding sense. It's like baby steps to making yourself stronger. You can only have one potion of each type equipped, even though it doesn't tell you that before you buy them, which made me waste some money. And the character you build up eventually retires if they complete their main quest. So you've got to make someone who's level 1 again, unless you build up the city you're in. There's my silence. But it's fun, but there's too much in its own way to get to the point where there's no issues. It trips over itself. There's also the fact that I don't particularly like games that have cards as their main mechanic or are focused totally around building decks. I don't like the RNG of that. If I can't make my character be a melee and have everything I want, and I have to rely on my melee cards coming out, it's not a fun process because I'm not building a character, I'm building a random number generator or one of those rolling things in lottery with all the balls inside. You gotta roll it to get your numbers for the lottery. Half the time you lose. Okay, immunity is what you can get. They do that in Last Remnant. There's a particular dragon boss that if you overlevel, he gets more of his abilities, but some of them are like instant kill things. So if you level too much, a boss can insta-kill you and not make it easier, which is a fucking stupid choice that they chose. I gave Last Remnant like 4 or 5 tries, but the level scaling is just way too heavy-handed. To remind you of the Last Remnant, sad you can't purchase it anywhere. Put on a black hat and an eye patch, and I'm sure you can find it somewhere. I would not advocate for any money spending on that game. It is, for me, a terrible game. You have a board game really expensive called Kingdom Death. The boss uses a deck as its AI. It's really fun. It's on Tabletop Simulator as well. Never heard of that. You like the game, to be honest, but there's a lot of stuff that was super weird, like your teammates forcing their progression regardless of what you want. That's one of the issues I have with, what's it called? Fire Emblem. I hate the RNG leveling system. You can just have 10 levels of no strength, and then your character that was meant to be a melee sucks at being a melee. As well as the whole forced permanent death that they allowed you to have non-classic modes in recent years, but there's still too much in Fire Emblem for me to enjoy it too well. That on Clou. That is on Clou. He's wasted a spell. I don't think it... Does it use his MP if he fails? Looks like no. Tif is just on its sooner duty. On a good note, in your opinion, The Last Remnant has an amazing soundtrack. Song it plays during the boss fight you just mentioned. I cannot remember the OST, maybe because I've blocked most of the game out by memory. The only thing I really remember is that you play a blonde-haired protagonist. Who would have guessed? Actually, no. I think he's like a... Is he like a shade of brunette, black hair? But either way, the Savani race is really the main thing I remember from that game. Is it the hero in the group that is blonde? Because I know there's someone who, like, allows you to join, and everyone's like, oh, don't let this randomer join us. But he does it anyway. He's pretty much Noctis at home. I wouldn't say that. I will tell you though, I miss Demo Noctis, where he sounded like Batman. It was such a more unique voice to give to him. Alrighty, a victor is us. One guy's a sidekick you get not too far in a story. That might be what I'm remembering then. Zorg and Luke's both have blue hair. Is his hair blue? Oh boy, reflect ring. Now, there's even worse. I got through these wins on the first try! Handing off the black materia to Sephiroth, which was our plan all along, because, you know, we gotta make things worse before they get better. We skipped by a few weeks and are now in control of Barre. With Cai Sit jumping into the party, we're able to take down the guards without too much issue, as we're able to have our materia equipped beforehand. A slapping match later, we jump into the High Wind, find out that Cloud is now almost comatose, and go around to gather up some big, huge, large materia. I got rhythm. Probably want to make this active, because the timer does not care for wait or active. Should probably also just make it fastest. Oh boy, 2 for the price of 1. Really? Fucking silenced Nanak. That's bullshit, man. They also sadnessed him. At least these can die to a single bolt free. Wow, Mystify leveling up. Wonderful time. Yeah, this is the fella I was going to be concerned about, if anything. Please be put to sleep, the man. He could be poisoned. Most likely going to be immune to Demi. He can be put to sleep. Interessant. He can be Demi? It's okay. This is a weird fellow we got right here. Question is, does Comet wake them up because it's non-elemental? He's dead, it doesn't matter. Should be the last fight. That damage though. So, seeing the damage of Comet, I think Bolt 3 is still going to do more in the end. And he's dead. Alright. I am so certain that that fella's the last one. Or just a single attack guy who's going to die very easily. Yeah, he's an attack squad. He's going to die 1-5. Okay, he would if he wouldn't put me to sleep.
For stopping the train in time, we are gifted the best materia for this run, Ultima. The only magic materia on its own that is able to attack more than one target all at once. Comet 2 can hit several targets, however it is a random hit of 4 comets, so it's a not too reliable AoE clear. It is much better later on when I do on single targets. With Ultima obtained, we move on to Fort Condor. And instead of doing the minigame, we let the boss come to us, as I was under the impression it would give us a good item.
Heard this song. Sometime causes stop. Fancy. Of course, they always fucking do all the status effects on the guy who is not immune to them. He actually got stopped. Wonderful. Didn't get stopped for long. But then I am in active fastest, so... Oh no, that was his death attack. He did get stopped forever. Yeah, an Imperial Guard.
With the Imperial Guard in hand, we now go back to Cloud to sort out his psychosis.
Doesn't mean I'm not gonna try. Ooh! Pain! That missed. It shouldn't say miss. So that was 4,200. How much does this do? Well, I won't know because he's dead. I think I'm dead. Oh, no. I dodged. Good dog. Oh, he's left. I did one hit to him.
Skipping through that, we now have Cloud as the main leader, and never able to remove him ever again. Setting up the party, we go off to get some more huge materia.
Please grab Sai if you're gonna grab anyone. Everybody haste up. See if Comet does much more. Not particularly. Most likely that freeze doesn't do much more either. Nope. Oh. C's dead. Ah, C doesn't get any of the AP. That was very simple. It's only 240 AP. About the same as the troopers we were fighting.
Thankfully, though rather boringly, Carry-Armor never grabbed any one of our party. With that down, however, we go into the sub, destroy the other one, and make our way to the Sunken Gelnika so that we can have our next boss fight with Rude and Reno.
That boss music started weirdly. Should be attacking Rude first. Ah, Cai Sit doesn't have... Oh no, he does have bios, it's not fully leveled. I guess that's trying to inflict a status on me or something, because I'm just not doing anything from that. Reno does not want to get poisoned. Finally. Is Rude done? And there's him done. All that materia being leveled up.
With Rude and Reno done, we then head back to Rocket Town, where we have another fight with Rude, this time on his own.
Here is the guy who's gonna die soon. Let's have Quake 3 break again. Yep, still breaking. I don't know why. And I think Rude is dead, so he only has like 10k here. With Rude dealt with, we go into space, get the password correct for the huge materia. I certainly do not know the password ahead of time, I swear. With the final huge materia gathered, we have a vision that we need to use Holy, but Aeristh is going to use it for us. However, things go bad when Diamond Weapon goes after Midgar, so we go after Diamond Weapon. Death sentence on Sid, probably terrible for this. He doesn't even have Bolt 3, what a loser. So I can be the healer in that case. You should still probably have haste just in case. See if Bolt 3 will see us through. This fella has 30k, so good amount of damage for a level 3. Really tired today, otherwise quite positive. On the right way for a smack bomb? Oh boy. I'll continue. He's doing something. Is that just a counter? Hard to tell. Alright. You'd even go to his countdown. Look at all that goddamn AP. And all that mastering materia. It's beautiful. I can give that materia to this side party. Also, that was like, what? 11,000 AP for full cure and Ultima. Jumping straight into the Midgar Raid, we have another roadblock ahead of us in the form of Proudclot. A few attempts against him show that our MP reserves, or at least our magic damage, is not up to par, though I am using a sub-party just so I can save my MP in my main party to go against Hojo, as there is no rest between the two. With the failure prominently shown, we instead go off to Ultimate Weapon to get the Ultima Weapon. It does. Alright, we can do this. We can get Ultima Weapon for Clou. This fellow is weak to bolts, if I remember correctly as well. If I don't die immediately. How much is this doing? That killed everyone besides Clou, I think. Oh, he's already left. I didn't even get to deal any damage to him. That fight really depends on my luck with the ATB gauge. Starting off with Ultimate Beam, there he is. You've just got no chance of surviving that. I think if I want to do Ultimate Weapon, I need to swap to the main party. Oh, Cloud's dead. Is there even any point defeating Emerald Weapon? It doesn't give anything, does it? You get Master Materia? Do you? Fair enough. Yes, this is indeed a victory, Nanak. Even still, getting rid of 2 is going to be a massive pain. Nice. Which Ultima does. I'm actually able to cast it. 6k? Yeah, I can definitely kill him if he goes down to 20. If he doesn't use... Oh, is that everyone? Like, that is everyone, yeah. Wow. Not a lot of damage, but he did kill me still. Goodbye. Oh, Sai gets his first turn. He even survived. Damn. He gets his turn again because he got his limit break. $12k off the bat. Lovely jubbly. That's Sai probably dead, yeah? Yeah, it's like 800 damage last time. Snipes didn't fight Omega. He just ignored it. You bitch! Got the battle mod up to see if it's anything too different from these fights. It's not showing it for some reason. There we go. So you can see that Ultimate only has 67k left because he's not healing himself. He also has MP. As you can see, he has 400. He's been using it, but I'm pretty sure that refills every fight. Even taking each game's mechanics into consideration, pretty sure Cloud does more damage. Speed-wise, if they're maxed out, they'd probably be the same. Good, he's not starting with fucking Ultima Beam. But yeah, Ultimate Weapon has reset his MP, sadly. There's no accessories in FF8. How dare someone lie to me in here? This is unacceptable. It's outrageous. It's unfair. Had a good round of actions from Ultimate Weapon this time. But yeah, even if they don't have accessories in FF8, I was pretty sure they didn't. It was just weapon upgrades. There's still auto haste from Cerberus, as was said. What's been the hardest part of this challenge so far? Demon's Gate. No question about it. Just in a different world where that doesn't matter, Cloud is, like, physically and magically stronger. Squall has training for it, but then again, Cloud kind of has training as a infantryman, but he also osmosised Zack's abilities. Because Jenova's trying to mimic them. That isn't gravity? I thought that was a gravity attack from how it looked. Oop. Off he pops. Yeah, Batman. Squall has never really jumped upwards that high. He's jumped off of things a lot of times. He jumps off of walls, he jumps down into the garden. He is very good at landing with his legs. Alright, this Ultima should send him packing because he'll put him below 20k. And he should now go to Ancient Forest. Yep. Off you pop. Now, the big question, can I survive Shadow Flare? Shadow Flare is non-elemental. Does it count as magic or physical? Because I can put up barrier beforehand. Should be reset to 20. He hasn't been reset to 20k. I thought he'd get heals to 20k. Why has he not been healed to 20k? Yeah, all damage you do carries over, but for the last fight, he should heal to 20k. Like, that's his minimum health allowed. For this fight. Oh man, you don't have a wall? Terrible. You have wall? Wow. Fucking... My Ultima guy is the one who has a wall. I guess because the barrier is a +2 spell, that's why I did that. And this should be my win. Here comes Shadow Flare. Hope it doesn't hit Sai, because then I'll get AP from him. I think that is on Sai. It is. Sage. Oh well. Doesn't matter. That 20k is only if you reduce it to 0? Ah. Okay. Oh man, that's 10k and 500 I missed on Sai. I got 2 restores mastered at the same time. There's Ultima weapon.
With the ultimate weapon obtained, we also get the Apocalypse for AP grinding later on. With some bit of level grinding in between, we make our way back to have a rematch with Proud Clod.
The destructive power of Proud Clod. Gonna clod your system. How much is that dealing now? About the same amount, to be honest. Nice miss. At least their vitality stats should be a bit higher, so they'll be able to reduce the damage a bit here. Gotta blend the knee. Did no damage. What are you doing? I actually got quite a bit of MP left, but not a whole lot for Proud Clone himself. Let's throw one of the Jammer Armor, and then one last Ultima from Cloud will break it. No, need another one. Does freeze work in Proud Clone? What do you mean by work? You mean stop, or the freeze spell from Contain? I don't know if he has immunity to stop or not. Now is not the time to be testing. So 18, that means 10, about 14 casts between these two. I should have enough MP. Cure myself just so I don't be dying, because it's going to cost way too much MP otherwise. Oh, he's using his turn to sit on down. Special Beam Cannon! Alright, Yuffie can get it with her next cast. There we go. Proud Claude dealt with. Look at all that AP. Hey, mastered Comet.
As you can see, the rematch with Proud Clod went relatively well, though our MP is rather low on Plow. We make sure to pick up Barre's ultimate weapon, even though I'm probably not going to be using him. We then get to see the fruits of all of the investment we've had into our levels and gear against Hojo, to see if we can finally—
And it's gone!
What?
It's gone. It's all gone. What's all gone?
The money in your account. It didn't do too well. It's gone.
What do you mean? I have $100.
Not anymore, you don't. Poof.
Well, what can I do to get back
I'm
my...
sorry, sir, but this line is for bank members only.
I just opened an account.
Do you have any money invested with this bank?
No, you just lost it all.
Then please stand aside for people who actually have money with us. Next, please.
Hey!
As you can see, Hojo wiped the floor of us. This is a combination of both having Cloud only with 1 MP, so he can't contribute, and just a overall lack of magic damage in MP. Nothing a little bit more investment can't solve. So, back to the grind. After grinding enough, I think we go back to fight Proudclod and Hojo. The fight with Proudclod ends us with quite a bit more in the way of MP, and hopefully it's going to be just enough to see us through to the end of Hojo's fights. Then Cloud doesn't have Comet 2, that's what Sai has. I would love if I cast this now and it only does him. Let's try that, because there's no other enemies right now. It's not doing the all effect, but it probably will do. We can see when it goes to this. Yeah, he has Ultima, which probably is. Oh, here's the others. Sage. It also didn't hit him at all. Flare is cheaper than Comet 2 and is only slightly lower in MP. What? Slightly less powerful. Yeah, but multiplications. We'll see how it goes. I don't think he... We tried last time, he pretty much is just immune to poison. I don't think you have the one who's contained, it's Cloud who is contained. Yeah. Currently showing everyone else, so if I scroll down it might show Hojo on the thing. There you go, there's Hojo. You freeze. Not gonna matter too much for this phase, Hojo. He's already down to 3,500. It's 731, so normal Ice 2 should do it. Yep, it's down to 0. Alright, scroll up to the next fight. Yep, Hojo's at the top. I'd love if you could get stopped. That form looks painful. Yeah, it's just a bit bulging around here and there. Doesn't look too fun. Sure, our HP is relatively topped up for the third phase. Single combo is probably going to kill most of my fellas. He didn't use this last time. Is it hitting? It doesn't matter. It does damage? How dare. It should just be a status effect. This is unfair. It's outrageous. How could it be a status spell and still do damage? Ice 3 would hurt. And now we burst. We burst everywhere! Alright, pretty sure he doesn't have, no, contains on Cloud, so, Comet 2 for you. See how that does, he's at 3k. That did 5k to him, not bad. Only thing this is going to matter if it hits Cloud. That's not going to matter because it's not hitting the one that would affect. I guess we can see how much Ultima would do to him. Pretty sure we're going to have enough MP. Ultima looks like it does 6k. But then Cai Sit does have the higher magic stat. Throw on a deep freeze! That will actually silence Cloud. He has only 6 left, so I probably do want to unsilence him. We'll do the unsilence with Cai Sit, I think. I don't know if it's sooner, do I? No. The spell should work, though. Or will it? Will the spell get rid of those? He has a lot of fucking statuses. I would think so. It shows them, so let's try. I know Asuna gets rid of them. It does not. It's Edge. Do I have Asuna? I do not have Asuna, so Cloud's out of it. Cloud sucks. I should have enough MP, yeah. He only has like 4k left, and Isu's doing well. I will heal just in case, however. I don't think this bolt's gonna kill. No. But as long as he doesn't crit a load of shit on Cai Sit, we should be good. That's Heretic, and whatever other forms of Hojo, dead. Look at all that AP. And a power source I cannot use.
With Hojo and the Midgar Raid finished with, the only thing left to do is the Northern Crater. We go through it as usual, going through the different routes on our own, just so we can get 2 versions of the items the separate parties gain. And then it's off to do the next gauntlet. For this one, I also did the same tactic as I did with the Midgar Raid. I used a tertiary party to fight Jenova Synthesis to save the MP for my main and sub-party when we fight Bizarro. Jenova Synthesis down without much of a fight back from her, though again, MP supplies did take a bit of a hit. Bizarro Sephiroth also goes down with a bit of ease, but it's a bit close on the MP. And who would have thunk MP would be the thing that held me back yet again, as Saver Sephiroth is able to survive my onslaught of spells. Back to grinding we go.
With plenty of grinding underneath our belts, every character having a Master Magic Materia, and everyone at level 97, let's see if we can finally get through this final gauntlet. Banner, 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 banner. Banner, 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 banner. She slapped me! I didn't know we were on Sister Ray. It's so annoying how easy this first stage is. The background's kind of weird with its seams showing. I guess they kind of wanted to do an animated background because that's all like the live stream there. But the dome is cut off several times. Hardly even got hit in that phase. I'm falling through the air. I lost my underwear tonight. I'm feeling quite a breeze. Oh, won't you help me? Not exactly a Rockstar song, but sure. The kid who sang that was like, what, 10? Used as a very well-known song in several movies. Kid better be loaded. Let's go. Aled Jones. So close to being Alex Jones. Last you checked, he was presenting Good Morning Britain. Is he? One Ultima, and then we swap, I guess. Actually, but let's destroy the arm and then swap. I'm pretty sure I need to destroy the left magic, or whatever the fuck it's called, because the wiki keeps saying, like, left magic, left shoulder, whatever the fuck. So let's destroy the arms, and possibly the head, because the head is like a left side or whatever. Okay, so one more cast on the arm, and we should swap. I don't think I'm going to need that strong of a cast on the arm. Then right side can just spam Ultima. It said right magic, but there's still an arm. Yeah, swap. And now we Ultima spam. He looks so nonplussed. This is his course, let's spam that, I suppose. There's only one part, I should swap to Comet 2. Oh no, 470 damage, whatever shall I do? Is it? Because I can still target it. But I guess it is dead, so... Let's swap, because I can't do anything. I got my ATB back there. So, what am I working with here? Yes, I know the part dies. Okay, so he still has his arm and his head, so I guess... Ultima and Hope? Because it doesn't seem like I need to destroy the body, just the core. So I don't know what the body is there for. Alt free? You fool! That's what I wanted you to do. I know the head needs to be dead. Okay, I should be able to attack the core now. Gonna hope. Doesn't say anything revived. Yeah, okay, attack the core. Kill the core. I guess I was just misinterpreting what its left... No, this is still the left core. It's weird. It's meant to have like a... The fucking stats between 2 and 3 gets real muddled in the wiki. If he just heals his chest, I don't care. Why is he not dead? I thought you just killed the cause. What? Do I have to destroy his body as well? Can I deal damage to the body on the other side? No, because the body wasn't even targetable on the other side. I guess stay here. What's there to attack? It's the body, okay. guess I could have been using Ultima in that phase, just so I could have done more damage for less MP. Since there's 2 parts, it's more efficient. Is Big Fella just gonna stand there and take it? Oh, he's got his head back. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Where's your head at? You won't get on out, you. What's this do? Gives you resistance to transformation. I guess it's just like frog and whatnot. It would be nice if I could apply that to just having immunity to stasis for a bit. Alright, he's dead, and we have a lot more MP this time. Goddamn left and right side being a pain. But it looks like you're not allowed to kill it without Cloud's party, because the right side couldn't attack the body. It is time for lots of comets. It is time for some comets. It is time for comets to hit you, Sephiroth. Gotta remove all because it lowers the damage of my comets. Does he ever cast Wall again? I don't remember from last time. Are you gonna fly? No, he's gonna Shadow Flare. Let's see. If it was on Cloud, I think Cloud's the highest chance for dodging things. Oh boy! You're fucked. You guys are so screwed! I've got 5 more casts of this on Cai Sit. Right. How much are these doing? 16, so 64? 6,400? Times 5 for, about 47? 47,000? Quick maths. I'm not making notes, and I like to have visual rubber. There's a lot of things to remember. I mean, Cloud's comets are doing so much more. What are you doing? Oh, really? The slash? The slash is the best thing. It still does 2k. Just double checking all of his phases going through. This will be the last comment from Cai Sit. Or Sid. What you doing, buddy? He's flying high into the sky. He is yet to put wall back up. Is wunderbar. Very, very happy das. You are gonna be killed. Have a level 1 fire. Be great if this level 1 fire killed him. We're going through space. Oh, Pale Horse. He hits it, but that... Oh, that turns into a frog. It's fine. You've still got plenty of MP on the other two, and he's out of it. Oh? We do Supernova? No, he's dead! Third time is the charm. Only used green magic materia and no items set for quests. Look at him fade into the distance. We even had a bit of leeway. We still had 3 more comets to go. This was a very lucky run through it, though. I had so many dodges happen. And as usual, things I cannot control do not count. Me getting frogged, me getting berserked, they're not me attacking, so it doesn't matter. So, when I get on down there, still integrity. We did our best indeed. Like 45 hours of our best. We're just doing counter. I have never pressed the attack or limit button. And I'm still not going to be pressing it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can just use greens. Cast bolt every night and day. Spread my cure and heal away. I believe I can break. I believe I can freeze your heart. Griffith! Clow finally had enough. He's like, I've been using magic for so long, let me use my goddamn sword! Hey, at least his Buster Sword isn't gonna have so much wear and tear on it now. He can put it on Zack's grave and not have it be rusted to fuck. Hey, look, it's all my materia. They did their job, now they're leaving me. It's all the goddamn Destructs I had. No, it's not live stream, it's Green Materia. Wow, get with it. You've been using it for like 45 hours. And there we go. Just a bit of a close call on several parts, but finally, the last spell brings down Bizarro Sephiroth, and we get to see the credits. This was quite the long run for Final Fantasy VII, lasting me about 45 hours. A lot of that down to the grinding segments I needed for Demon's Gate, Midgar Raid, and eventually the Northern Crater. Sadly, I don't feel like there's many levels you could take away at those segments. A lot of it comes down to your magic attack and your MP being able to just whittle down the enemy's MP. If I was allowed to use items, ethers and elixirs would make it so there's possibly no grinding needed. But with no items thrown into this one, quite a few hours were spent in forests killing gas strikes. Even though they are called headhunters, but I always mix up the headhunters and gas strikes. Any advice I could give to someone else doing this run is to pick Vincent instead of Yuffie, as you can use the Shinra Tower to heal after the Turks fight, and Vincent just has generally higher magic attributes than what Yuffie does, and whatever you get from Wutai doesn't really help the rest of the run. I shall thank everybody for watching up to this point, which is the very end of the video. If you're interested to see the full run, of course, you can look in the description to see the link to my Twitch, where the whole thing is there. I did pretty much everything in sight, except the last segment of grinding just before the Northern Crater, as it was just me fighting headhunters over and over for several hours in a row. If you want other content, I do stream several games on my Twitch, from the new System Shock game to other Final Fantasy entries, and many other RPGs and the like. This has been Napaz Tricks, and this has been a completed run of Final Fantasy VII using only green magic materia with no items.